Hello. Hello, everybody. Welcome. Waiting for Alice. It's me for this moment. Here to just chat with y'all. Oh, hey, sibling rivalry. Or is it revelry? Sibling rivalry. Clever. Finally got back into my Twitter account. So that's good. So how is everybody? Oh, wait. Let me make sure I sent the link to her. Yeah, I did. But I sent it on Twitter, too. Because I'm back in Twitter. Welcome to episode, what was it, 6? Scissor me timbers. Sorry, it's just me for the time being. It was a good day today. I saw a lot of deer. The deer around here, I feel kind of like they're cliquey. They're kind of like, whenever they see me come in, they're like, let's move on. It's so rude. Oh, here she go. We got some cleavage tonight. Hold on. Are you ready? You should make me, if you would make me a thumbnail, I would be forever grateful. I'm adding you. There you are. Hi.
My phones aren't working.
Your earphones aren't working?
No.
That's okay. We can just do it. We can try it without.
It says it's paired.
Or is it Bluetooth? Hey, Tactical.
Oh!
Can you hear me? Can you hear me at all? No. Oh, now she's frozen up. Someone screenshot that. Screenshot that. I'll do it later. That's going to be the thumbnail for this episode. Oh, Lord. Are you there? I can hear her. This is great. This is the professional show that we have going on here right now. That's just how we roll. Still hear her. Thanks, Rebel. There you are.
Okay, I don't know what's wrong.
That's fine. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you.
That's fine. I'll just be careful not to like talk over you when you're talking so the it doesn't like do where it does that thing. Hey, Joe Morgan. Hey, everybody. Tactical, Rebel. Everyone go follow Rebel with the Cause and Terribly Tactical right now. Right now.
Right.
So, all right, what are you drinking? What you drinking tonight? The same lemonade vodka?
So I have lemonade and blueberry vodka, but I only have a couple shots in there. So after that, I have a little bit of tequila.
Oh, girl. I'm tequila in it up too. Ridiculous. I made just a kitty cocktail with pineapple, cranberry, and soda. And I was like, I mean, a little tequila would be fine. And so then I brought all the supplies in here too. So it's all good.
Yeah, we took, well, I mostly took care of that bottle Saturday night.
Are you recovered?
Yeah, it took a couple of days. I haven't been like that in a while, and neither is Adam.
Oh, he got pretty messed up too.
He was laying on the ground by the firelight.
Love it. So it was a good party.
It was. Pretty much everybody showed up except for, well, I knew our one friend wasn't going to be there, and then our other friend, he lives kind of far, and he was like, I didn't feel like drinking and driving home. And I was like, anytime you want to pitch a tent in my yard or crash on my couch, I don't care.
Right.
So,
well, that's nice. It's nice you have space where someone can pitch a tent.
yeah, I can't wait to get the yard fenced in.
For a little more privacy.
Yeah, the house next door to us, it's like it's in our backyard. It's weird. It's a weird setup. The way the patch of land that we live on, it's like we're at an angle, and we're like the last property that has property. It's weird. I'll show you a picture. I'll send you a picture of it
Yeah,
one
I
time.
can. The town I'm in has a lot of like just different areas that were developed at different times. So there's a lot of like weird
Yeah,
stuff.
like shit. I'm really mad about my headphones. I don't get it. I'm so
Is there
tired.
battery? Was there battery in it?
Yeah, and it kept saying that it was connected. Like it was saying it was connected, and then I went to the device thing. No.
Sorry, I'm terrible about technology. I can't help you.
I used to be really good at that.
I went and saw that new dog, my niece and nephew's dog. Hey, Stoner! Sometimes Corona up in there. Rebel, why do you always gotta be? Why is gotta be everything a competition? Why is everything a competition all the time? Why is everything gotta be competition? Our tequila gonna do us just fine, okay?
My tequila is, I don't know what the fuck this is called. El Jimador.
What proof is it?
I don't know. Oh, it says 35% alcohol. It was somebody gave it to my husband.
Alright. This is 40. You are a surly ginger. I can't put my hair up.
It's in English. Most you can't even read it.
Next Thursday is when Monica Perez is supposed to come on.
I know. I followed her on Twitter, and I followed the link, and I listened to a little bit of her podcast, but she's so pretty.
And she's like fun. She loves like cocktails and stuff. That's what make people fun is if you like cocktails. So fun. Just living up the basic bitch stereotype. Why the hell not? You like rock and roll. You're like rock and roll mom right now. You're like Janis Joplin. Got the cleavage. You good? Wow. Did you guys dance?
I feel like I definitely did because oh my god, my legs were hurting so bad the next day. But I was drunk, and our friend, one of our couple that we know, they came, and his girlfriend is just, man, she's just a ball of fire. Like she. So I sat with her a lot and talked to her and Hex quite a bit, but yeah, it was fun. Can't wait to have another one.
I'm another rager. I need to just come in. I need to just do it. I need another sale, and if I get another sale in like the next month, I will.
We renew our because that's going to be a rager.
Oh yeah, what month are you going to do that?
September. Because I don't need to. It's September 17th. I don't want it to be too hot. So September's still pretty warm here, but like August, I mean September can be really hot too. But let's hope.
Right.
I'll be pissed.
Is it outside?
Mm-hmm. We're like Adam is gonna make me like an archway type thing or whatever, and right where we renew our vows is where he told me he loved me for the first time.
Oh, that's right. I think you said that another time. That's so sweet. That's sweet. Rebel with the cause. Are you still here? Are you? Did you go to Childerberg? Or are you going to Pork Fest? I want to make my own little tiny little like forest mommy retreats or something. Like, just have people come out and stay out here and be my friends.
Yeah.
Did you have fun at Childerberg, Rebel? Ooh, with like a podcast? No Pork Fest. Okay. Pork Fest does look huge. I saw that Jeremy Kaufman posted like the tent sites or the campsites, and it looks big. And they have like they have like a family friendly side and then a more adult side, and like they've like put stuff in between it. Like it's very well planned out. Quiet side, like that's smart.
Are they gonna have people singing like with dildos on them and stuff?
I don't think they'll go that far. There may be nudists, but I think they're still respectful. Hey, Constitutional Carpenter. Can you not hear us? Can everybody hear us? Gomez tour? What's the Gomez tour, Rebel? Pitch it. Let's hear about it. Did you watch Stranger Things? Oh no, I think I asked you about that last time because I watched it that day.
I don't Netflix yet. I'm gonna get like when there's more stuff I want to watch. But I can't wait to watch. I like that show. It's so 80s. Like everything about it, like is 80s.
Yeah, and it's like I hate things that cost money every month and like subscription and stuff. Like I just hate having to think about that. So like it's better just not anyways, right? Like
yeah,
I'm not gonna use it.
Yeah, everything we have right now is just free shit. Today I had on the Tupac movie about Tupac, not one that he was in. And at the end I'm like, isn't it do you ever watch a movie that you know it's a true story? So you know the ending and you're just like, oh my God, don't let this happen. But you know it's gonna happen. Like that's me at the end of watching this movie, like, don't die, Tupac, but you know he's gonna die.
Can't get around it.
Sure enough, he died.
Ooh, this sounds like a fun trip. Houston to Baton Rouge, Gulfport, mobile. No, mobile. Is that how you say mobile?
No. Mess today.
It's okay. Let's do. I gotta put this blind down. It's too bright. No.
I need to shut the door. My daughter's right there.
All right. Does everybody like my background? I feel like it's fairly woodsy. I would like to do more podcasts from outside, but if it's like even a little bit windy, Mobile. Okay, Mobile. I knew it wasn't like, yeah. I said I want to podcast from outside, but it's always windy and it's just loud, and the pine trees, it's just always loud. I mean, how many shots did you say was in my drink? How many? Just a couple? Just a couple?
Just you know what? Maybe it's because I smoked before I came on.
Oh, I know. I've been smoking like all day, chilling.
I think Saturday.
I know. So I'm thinking. I mean, I like my shoe background setup at the other house, of course, but like, I'm thinking what books. I guess I gotta get books because shoes won't look good on these shelves. So I guess I gotta put books up here. So I gotta move books down now. It looks smart. Although I did bring 3 books I'm gonna leave here that are like libertarian books that I've been reading. So I don't ever prescribe to anybody else's philosophy, though. All my ideas are my own. Thank you very much. But I need to read shit. I need to read more shit.
I have a Republican book behind me.
Oh, nice.
It's Tucker Carlson.
Mardi Gras. Oh, that's Mardi Gras started in Mobile, Alabama.
I've never been to Alabama. I want to go to Alabama.
Yeah.
It looks pretty. Like I like green shit. I really.
Don't we all?
My favorite color. Green and blue are my favorite colors. So I always like going to places where there's water or it's green.
I get it.
Yeah.
I like if I travel because I love just staying within Colorado for the most part. And if I'm going to travel, I want to go somewhere where it's like the ocean beach or a lake beach or like something, So I get the water thing.
Yeah, we went to South Carolina a few years ago. I want to go back there. I hear like it's kind of crappier there now. Like
that's where my parents just moved.
It wasn't that long ago, but I think they're just talking about Myrtle Beach. strip.
Oh, yeah.
I know, like, I have family from South Carolina, and they're like, there's parts you shouldn't just go, but like, and like, parts, everybody's really nice there. We had a really good time there. It was really fun.
And you went to Myrtle Beach?
Yeah, we went and stayed there for a week, and we got like this little, like, kind of like a.
Hold on a second. Hey, I'm streaming. Can I call you back? Bye. Bye. Okay. Hex! What up, Hex?
What's up, Hex?
Hex was giving mommy a solid day posting my thirst trap for me.
That was funny. I like your hat. Adam always teases me because I want to get the big floppy hat.
Well, you want to protect our face from the sun, like.
Yeah, that's one of the things I tell people because I do still have pretty good skin. I'm like, I don't do the sun too much. And if I do go out in the sun, I always do wear like maybe like a 15 SPF lotion or something just on my face. But I don't really wear sunscreen. I need the sun.
I'm in the sun all the time, but I just cover my face, and I do get my bits a little bit of sun, but I cover them more too because I don't need to be getting like a ton of sun. So feels so good to sun your butthole. Hey, Samless. I know this is a professional show. I don't know what you're talking about.
I was working on being professional, but I can't even get this to work.
You know what? It is what it is. Oh, hey, Anarchy Farms. Do you know her? Do you follow her on Twitter? She's fun. And she has really cool eyes. Hi, Adam.
Okay, you kind of scared me a little bit.
What happened?
I didn't know he was home. No, I don't like it.
108. Ooh, boy. You're down Georgia or Mississippi, right? Constitutional. Or Louisiana. I don't know. You're down there somewhere. That's hot already.
Dude, it's hot here today. Adam's putting our pool up this weekend. I can't wait.
Is it how big is it?
It's just one of them little pop-up pools. We were not planning on getting it. We tried to get a pool a couple years ago when COVID hit. I was like, shit, we're gonna be like, they're closing our parks, all the swimming area, they're closing everything. So we tried to get a pool, and the one time we thought we thought we had one, and I get a thing from Amazon saying that it actually sold out.
Ah, yeah, that's like a letdown.
Yeah, so we kind of gave up because on top of that, when you would find pools, it was like $300 for like tiny little fucking pools, So we were at Walmart and we found a 10-foot around, 30-inch deep pool for like $80. So we were like, gives the kids something to do. It's good for grandma to swim in because my son, he's kind of learning to swim, but that's like a good depth for him to not have the floaties on, and he can learn, and I can just sit in there and pool.
Yeah, it just feels good to dip in when it's real hot.
Yeah, they're little pools with them.
My dad, because they moved to a lake in South Carolina, and now he said he's been finally he had to get surgery, but now he's finally been going in. There's crows out there making a ruckus. The hell? And he's like, they got in the water, and I'm like, because it gets so hot there, it's just nice to dip in the water at the very least.
Yeah, I wish we had that up today. That would have been nice. We were supposed to go to Cedar Point this weekend, but my husband's like, we got to get that pool up.
Yeah, sorry, I'm trying to hear this. There's like a weird noise. Can you hear the crows?
No, I hear my dog panting. That's what I hear. Let me see it closer. It's harder for me to hear a little bit.
Sorry, being professional again. I'm like, what is this noise I hear? Oh, Anarchy Farm got banned again? Is it again from the last big banning? think the Crows are holding court because there's the Hawks. Oh yeah, the Hawk was chasing me today, or was getting all pissed off at me, and I was like, "All right, buddy, like I'm just trying to see the babies." I had binoculars, and I was like, he was like, he was threatening me. I was like, "Okay, chill out, dude. I come in peace. I just wanted to see the baby hawks." Like, Lord.
So, did you see about a libertarian running against Ron DeSantis in Florida?
Yeah, I saw someone is.
Yeah. So, what's his name? JVP.
Oh yeah, I kind of was in that conversation a little bit.
So like I kind of agree with him, and I'm not even a just person, but sometimes like I think maybe libertarians might get to be too much with the purity test, because it's like I don't know if anybody else has noticed, but I mean my gas is doubled.
Yeah, it's also like my whole thing is like, hey, people are volunteering to do this. We're running a guy for governor out here too. Will he win? I don't know. But I'm like, they keep talking about resources, and I'm like, hey, you're not even giving any resources. Why do you care? And like, this is no, I'm not like criticizing. That was my point I made.
I mean, I get that, but then it's like I guess I would say maybe put those resources towards like other legislators or Congress.
Which I think they do. They do have people running in that stuff too. Like I know we do out here.
I think in Florida, because they're your back house. But let's show everybody your cool T-shirt. Let's show everybody. Can you guys see that?
Johnny Cash.
Johnny Cash.
Oh, that's cool.
He loves that T-shirt. He don't know who Johnny Cash is.
Oh.
Going to the bathroom.
Yeah, Rebel, I agree. And that's why, like, the county I'm moving to always has a big sheriff race. And I'm like, after I'm here for like another year or two, I'll run for fucking sheriff. I'll have to quit drugs and shit. But, or like, stuff, like, I never wanted to. I was on this path to run for stuff in this county, anyways. And then I got so disgusted, and I'm like, if I want a position of power, that just makes me an authoritarian, blah, blah, blah. Like, and then I got off the boards I was on, and I'm like, I don't give a shit about knowing people. I don't care about politics, but I do like the amount I'm involved with the Libertarian Party out here. So I was like, oh, I might throw down and run for something eventually. So why the fuck not? Because the county I'm in, I hope we're gonna turn it. It's definitely more libertarian. So
yeah, my dad split. Where's your dad? Go.
I know he is flaunting the no man rule, but that's okay.
It's too hot for your child.
Yeah, it's sitting on you. It's too hot and sweaty for that business.
Yeah, I don't know. I appreciate everybody's opinion, but I guess we should all just hate each other and argue all the time. That would help things.
Oh, hold on. Sorry. Someone was just telling me they had COVID, so we can't hang out. I'm like, all right, just say you don't want to hang out. Don't fucking say you have COVID. No, just kidding. He's legit.
See, when you have kids, you're just like, my kids are sick. Can't sitter. Although with me, 9 times out of 10, if I say I can't find a sitter, it's probably true.
That's true. And that's like hard to have someone you trust, and it's probably hard to get. How hard is it? Do you have a pretty good sitter?
No.
Yeah.
My mom was a good babysitter. She was awesome. I would call her, and sometimes she would just be like, we're fine, just leave us alone. Oh my God.
Bye, Rebel. Yeah, I know COVID, so it's like, really, I don't care. I would hang out with them because I'm fine. Like, no biggie. Okay, what was I just gonna do though? I was just doing something. Oh yeah. I have to do things or I'll forget. Sorry, everybody. Oh, she got up and left.
No, I'm still here.
Oh, a lot of people got banned again. Well, see, and mine was acting weird today. It wouldn't let me in, but it wouldn't say I did anything. It just said verify your email, but it wouldn't send me a fucking email.
My Twitter was just running really slow.
Was it? So they're just doing shit. So sayonara ahead of time if, who knows what's gonna happen? Because I did say so. Did you read my post yesterday? I'm like, it's not over till Fauci gets the AIDS.
I think I like it.
I'm like that, but that's not that bad. It's not that bad. So
It's not considering.
what you doing, Tan?
Do you follow Ace Arcus?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Did you see like it was with I think it was with a couple different people. Him talking about like ban like because people want to ban like gay stuff or not have
Like ban kids from drag shows specifically through law.
that. So I kept going back to see where it all started, like what started this conversation, and it was because of that Disney movie. Because there was a gay kiss, and I'm like, I don't really care about that. Like, kids, like my daughter's known gay people. Like, one of the teachers at kindergarten was gay. It just wasn't a thing, And he just had a husband and they had kids, and it just, you know what I mean? Like, but it wasn't like he would announce it or talk to kids about it. I don't think I don't know why teachers want to talk to their kids about. None of my teachers talk to me about that stuff.
No. It's just like a sign of the times with social media and oversharing, which I'm guilty as well, but I'm not a fucking teacher trying to get the validation of children.
Like, that's definitely weird to me. I think all types of grooming have existed for a long time. And I don't think it's because we let gay people get married.
Yeah, they're like, it's a slippery slope just from regular gay. And I'm like, no. The idiot groomers and monsters and pedophiles are always there creating new ones, and that's not just because of I think the trans stuff is separate from it. It's just trying to push it on kids. Or I think we talked about this too, where I'm like, I didn't really know about drag till I was an adult, and I didn't miss out on anything. I didn't miss out on a single thing not knowing what drag was as a kid.
I think we're out, honey.
Excuse me.
Fucking
I have a big pimple on my nose right here, everybody. You see it? I am not perfect. Just kidding.
There's age limits for strip clubs and stuff like that, and it's definitely weird seeing like little kids like younger than my daughter like putting dollar bills and
yeah, that was fucked up. That was like hard to watch, actually. Like, it felt really wrong.
Yeah, that's definitely different than being a same-sex couple kiss. Like,
yeah. Well, there was one guy too who's like, well, if you see a same-sex couple kiss, you're going to be impressionable to that. And I'm like, honey, are you just admitting that maybe you saw some same-sex kisses and felt a little tingle in your pants? And you haven't come to terms with it? Because it's totally fine. Like, this is totally normal. Like, that's the way it was reading to me from one of the people he was arguing with.
Yeah, like I mean it well, I shouldn't say it doesn't bother me, because I joke that I think sex scenes are like a waste of time a lot of the time, because I'm like, come on, let's get to the story. Like, especially in soap operas. I mean, I don't watch them anymore, but I watched them. And like, I hated the sex scenes. I was like,
You're like, I can watch porn if I want to see like bad sex.
Yeah, like I think a lot of it's just weird and like awkward and like, I don't know, like it's just, but it doesn't matter to me if it's a heterosexual couple or a gay couple. Like, I don't like. I mean, kissing really isn't that big of a deal. So it has its place, but like sometimes, like, yeah, it definitely.
And maybe there is a point that, like, just in general, I don't know. Why do these cartoon movies have to make such a big deal about shit? But I guess everyone who dislikes it makes a big deal out of it too. So it's like,
Right, and it's just kind of up to you whether you let your kid watch it.
Yeah.
And that's a movie where if you're worried about your young kid watching it, they're not going to see it if you don't watch it with them. Like, I mean, there gets to be an age where you can't really stop your kids so much unless you're like never let them leave the house. I mean, like I was
Right.
that night at my friend's house and like we would listen to gangster rap and watch horrible movies that we shouldn't be watching. You know what I mean? Like we all did that stuff. I mean, I grew up listening to gangster rap and I'm not a gangster.
Are you? You're not though. You're not.
I'm still gangster.
I think you're pretty gangster. Just saying. No, just kidding. Well, you are gangster. You're a Cleveland, Ohio matriarch gangsta. You can run some shit.
Can you hear that dinging on my phone? Or is that
No.
maybe it's my phone? Maybe it's the other one.
Are they dinging? I topped off my drink.
Yeah, I'm out of vodka. I mean, I have to go with the tequila next.
I mean, whatever. I gotta go like blow my nose really good. I'll be right back.
I'm gonna try and fix my phones while you're gone. What happened?
I love how we can just like do this and talk about like the dumbest bullshit. I can't hear you though. Hold on. It's so great.
I was trying.
I've been slowly building up the bar down here. I'm like, we
Just
got to build
leaking
up a
out.
bar down here. All right. Here we go. Here we go. Sorry, everybody. Much better. It's so polleny here with all the pine trees. Although it's better this today. It's like getting better. So whenever people see my profile picture, sorry, this is so shallow, but they like think my hair is literally short because it's in a ponytail like this, And they're like, whatever, Karen, because it looks kind of like that. I'm like, it's not a Karen haircut. That's a ponytail. You dumbasses. Don't call me fucking Karen. Jesus.
No, you like, announced when you had a new profile picture. I just new one, and then I like started noticing like people are always like new profile pic. And I guess next time I'm gonna announce it.
Yeah, I can make a post. I did it this time, especially with the Johnny Hurley stuff.
Yeah,
That's his picture.
I mean, I guess sometimes it can be confusing when people change their picture.
Yeah, but if it's just a picture of me, I'm not gonna like say that again when I put my regular one back because I post enough fucking thirst as it is. So
Yeah, I just randomly changed mine because it came up in my photos, like memories or something on my Google Photos, and I just put it up because I really like that picture. I was like,
that's your freedom to do, man.
yeah, that dark hair, that I'll never have again.
Why won't you ever have it again?
Because my hair is actually really, and with the dark hair, when my gray comes in, it's so.
It shows up more when you go because I went so professional again. I went dark once. It's just like my mousy hair growing back in. It all looked gray and weird growing against the dark. So I get it.
So I'm just slowly going lighter. I'm not gonna go back blonde though.
No, you look cute. When was that?
That picture, that's from like 2 years ago.
Not that long ago.
When we ended up going to Eric Church by like chance. I didn't buy the tickets when they went on sale because my dad was still alive, and I was worried, like, what if he was still alive when the concert came? Like, you could be in such bad shape by then. And he was like, you should just get the tickets because I wanted to see Eric Church really bad, and I didn't get them. Then my dad died in December, and the concert was in April, and I ended up getting tickets. And I ended up connecting with this chick, and like both of her parents died, and we ended up meeting at a bar before, and like we just like really connected. And there was this dude on the Eric Church page, and he was like, I'm giving out seats to somebody who has like nosebleed seats. Message me why I should give them to you. So like I messaged him, and then the girl that I was with messaged him, and he gave us the floor seat ticket.
Aww, that worked out good.
It was a picture that I took when like we were like down in the floor seats and we were at like the private bar and stuff, and that was like, bam, bitches.
It is always nicer when you can get a better spot. Little VIP. Little VIP is always nice.
And then he came down into the crowd and shit. But yeah, and part of the reason I even got into that group is because he said, like, I totally disagree with that dude politically, and I think he can be. Well, I think he's kind of a dick, and I think some of his fans like suck his dick way too much. But he makes great music.
Wait, literally or figuratively?
Figuratively.
Oh, okay.
You know, like they're just some of his fans are seriously just crazy weird. But yeah, I really enjoy his music, and he puts on a hell of a fucking show.
Live shows are nice.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's so crazy that people will be like, I can't listen to that musician because they did this. And I'm like, I would listen to like nobody then.
Right. You can't like sometimes you have to not let the artist ruin the art, right? Like you have to just like look past it.
I mean, I think he can be just kind of a smug jerk sometimes, you know. Sometimes I appreciate it a little bit.
Sometimes like there's an asshole aspect that's good.
Yeah. For sure. But a lot of my country music people let me down with their COVID shit.
Did you just pour you didn't pour your tequila yet? I'm pouring a little more. This is a really good drink, everybody. It's very simple. It's just soda or club soda, pineapple juice, and cranberry and a little tequila. And it's very
cranberry.
What'd you say?
I do love pineapple and cranberry.
Yeah, it's just nice. It's fruity drink then, and then it's like, hey, cranberry is good for you anyways. Help flush you out so you can flush all the alcohol out faster, hopefully.
You know what I want to get for our annual? I want to rent one of them like margarita machines.
That'd be real good.
It just looks fun. I'm actually just gonna get a big pool to put a bunch of like all the liquor and beer in.
Or get like a big horse trough, something like that.
Yeah. We're pretty much calling it like a hillbilly redneck wedding, but it's really not. Like if actual hillbillies or rednecks came to our house, they'd be like, "There's nothing hillbilly or redneck." For our area, like people all the time call me an Adam hillbillies or redneck. I'm like,
when in Rome, you know. Mm.
I consider myself to be a white trash suburban bitch. Like I'm not.
That's a good label.
Yeah, like I'm not like your basic suburban bitch. Like I'm a white trash suburban bitch.
I like it. I like it. I don't know. I look like a basic suburban bitch, but now that I'm getting more forest time, and maybe I'm like so excited. This is like my dream in life. It's just to be this weird, eccentric lady in this house in the woods, and just live out my fantasies and shit,
I
and
think
have
that.
my friends visit. Oh, sorry. What'd you say?
What'd you say?
I want people to come visit me and like hang out with me, and I'll like they can I'll host and like cook food and stuff, and I think it'd be cool. And if any like companies, I kind of want to do like if companies need a company retreat because there's enough space here, we could have a handful of people for a small company, and like kind of like a bed and breakfast kind of thing. So I
I
don't
should
know.
place into a homestead because you get like shit for that in my area.
Yeah,
You could place a homestead. I don't really know what you have to do though.
I'm gonna Google it. I'm sure. Hey, shooting poop! Everybody follow shooting the poop podcast. That's
She
tactical. Yeah, that's
every
tactical's other one.
oh he's on pretty late and I'm pretty lit. I'll listen for a little bit. I'm like, it's too much.
I've stayed. I know because he talk so much. He got the bada boom, bada boom, bada boom, bada bad. What are you gonna like? He just talks a lot. I love it. I love it going on and sassing with them. It's just so fun. I was on I was on that Chrissy Meyer Sunday night thing. And like I don't know if I'm like the exact vibe they're looking for, but like I interjected here and there, but I'm like I will go hard anti-government and like I don't know, open mindedness. And so I'm like, okay, just didn't say too much. And I'm like, I got to talk. So then I got him with tactical. And just, it's just nice to have people you can have comfortable conversation with, right?
Yeah, I watched a little bit with you on that
It
Chrissy
was
month.
like, it was all right.
We usually do end up listening to a lot of it when you're on tactical. This is just me.
Yeah.
But like I said, I'm usually drunk and then I just end up listening to music. Probably gonna end up
And partying in your little room there.
partying. This is a classroom. Bad. Turn my classroom into a party.
Hex gave you kudos for your classroom.
Yeah, I was just about to say it was so nice to like comfortably bring somebody in here that that I didn't know that well. Like you know what I mean? But like I know him like like he's into that same shit. But yeah, like I've had some people like kind of make looks for some of the things that are in here, but yeah. But he already knew that I really liked Malcolm X because we had talked about that. Because I said like one of the things like I'm just like a curious person, and there's just those random dumb things that'll make you go and then you look into it. Well, I was just watching something on TV one day. This was years ago, and I'm like, never really did learn anything about Malcolm X when I was in school. Like he was just kind of the shadow of Martin Luther King. So I started watching. I just went on to the YouTube. See what
The
that
YouTube.
it wasn't that big that, and I just started googling or going on YouTube and looking for old speeches and interviews with him. And I started watching him. And I'm like, oh, now I get it. This is why I never learned about him. But I like him. Like, there's things I disagreed with him on, but I like messy people that go through shit and are ever changing. You know what? Like, I'm usually attracted to those kind of
Because
people.
they've had like an ego death. They've faced shit and they've like knew they
Right.
were wrong about something maybe, or they're like became more accepting of something. Like, yeah, like there's just something, there's like less of a facade with people like that.
Yeah, and I think there's people, and I think we've talked about this before. There's people that just kind of stay on the safe side of life, and I'm not knocking on that because for some people, they're just like, like I was happy, just living on a prairie or whatever they're doing.
Right. Living in the forest.
There's nothing wrong with that. But there's just something so just fascinating and interesting about people who interact with different people, go through different walks of life, whatever it may be, that, just are ever changing. I just find him to be he's much more interesting than Martin Luther King.
Yes, I agree with that.
He didn't cheat on his wife.
He was a faithful man.
Yeah, he believed women and mothers were the most valuable part of the family because they were the first educators of children.
Yeah, they were the importance of the family was important back and then the government came in and just tried to fuck everything up and say no, family is bad, blah blah blah. You don't need a dad, you don't need a man. It's just sad.
Dude, I don't I would be so bad at being a single mom.
Hey, that's honest. You're just being honest.
Adam from the other room was like, yeah, you would. Because,
shout out Adam.
He just don't take it personal. He would be bad at being a single dad. Yes, there are times one, he can be more relaxed about doing stuff with the kids that they need to do. They need to be adventurous. They need to scrape their knees and do stuff like that. But yeah, I have a much harder time saying no to him. My son will get up and he knows he's supposed to be sleeping, and my husband will be sound asleep, and he'll walk over to my side of the bed and he'll be like, "Mommy, can I have some water, please?" And he does this little head tilt, puts his little hands up, and it's like, well, what am I supposed to say with that? But Adam would sit up and be like, "Go to
bed." That's good. You need that balance, right?
You definitely need that balance. Yeah. But yeah, I would be so bad at being a single mom. I wouldn't.
Me too. I was just talking to someone else. They were texting me. They're like, Jesus Christ, I'm just a hot mess. Lost a car key or something. What if you had kids on top of being such a dumb shit all the time? And I'm like, yeah, man, things would go real bad for me real fast, and the kids, it would go bad for them too. So,
I don't even think I could be a single cat mom on my own.
Not yet. Not maybe when they're 18 and you'll be like, Jesus Christ. That's I'm I want to be alone. I don't want to be alone, but I'm I want to be this lone eccentric woman in the woods. That's my fantasy of all fantasies you could have. Nope. I've had the love. I've had the Prince Charming. Just want to be a witch or something now. Bye, Anarchy Farms. Oh yeah.
I'm just sit in my backyard doing what I always do. Drinking,
living life,
listening to music, hating the government.
Taking on racists.
Oh my God. Me introducing hexes or white supremacists.
You met through white supremacy Twitter or something.
Our one friend, she just looked at me and got the biggest smile on her face. She's like, love how seriously you just said that to me. And she's like, and Hex didn't even flinch. You both just sat there so straight face.
Love it. That's how you know your friends.
It was definitely a good time.
Good.
I want to have Hex over when there's not so many people. There's another couple, because one of the couples that came, I just met the girl for the first time, but she's really cool. She was a general contractor type of chick.
Ooh. She got some skills.
She's got man. She's pretty needed. I'm not gonna be the apocalypse.
You're not gonna what?
I'm not gonna be needed in the apocalypse.
Someone's got to run the brothels and the child care centers and everything like that. So there will be a place for all of us. I'm pretty sure. And the cat rescues.
Yeah. I
In the collapse, there will be cat rescues.
I know how to cook on an open fire, so I guess that's good. I threw a bunch of stuff in the bowl with my family. Like, we just threw a bunch of stuff together last night for dinner, and I'm like, well, we'll see what happens. Let this taste good. And they're like, yeah, that was actually really good.
What was in it?
I just took one of those ranch packets, like the seasoning packet.
Yeah.
Potatoes, corn, chicken, and like barbecue sauce, and just mixed it all up in there. It was good though. I told Adam he was like, that was actually really good. I'm like, yeah, we had like some cucumbers and tomatoes and shit to that.
Yeah. You can go all sorts of directions with that.
Corn is such a weird thing, I swear. Like, I don't think it's that great by itself, but you can add corn to something and it's pretty good. The only thing that sucks is when you have little kids, you have to deal with corn today, corn tomorrow.
Corn today, corn tomorrow. It's so true. Yeah, when you're wiping, when you have to clean them up. Yeah.
Yeah. And then like there becomes like a part of you that like hesitates putting corn in anything. You're like, ugh.
You've been seeing it. You've been seeing it in poop too much, which is gross.
Thank God, like my son, he's rather good about going on the potty, but he loves corn. Like a corn freak.
It's good. I like corn. You know what? I love canned corn. Now that we're talking about that, I might have some later. You know what I really like is cream corn.
Cream is the best.
Why is it so good? Sorry.
Goes. Put sour cream on there. Put cheese on it. Like melt the cheese. Put a little bit of cream corn, and then put some sour cream on top.
It's like corn chowder almost. It's good. I like to put corn in like easy chilies. I'll just add like if I do like a black bean chili, I like corn in because it's good with other shit, you know. But
Adam puts corn in his chili.
Yeah, it's kind of like just good. Or hominy, that's kind of corn. It's a little different, but it's good.
The only hominy I ever ate was like, well, I'm sure I've ate it other times, but on the regular, we would have it for breakfast for Christmas. I don't know shit though. I should have got that recipe too.
Like a hominy kind of dish for breakfast. Is it like with eggs or something?
Yeah, there's like eggs and stuff over it, I think. I can't remember. Adam, do you remember how that hominy was made that Mr. Cleaver made? Was there eggs over that? Was that just the bacon in it? There was bacon in it. There was like pieces
potatoes.
It was good. I ate it with big cup.
I don't know what
sounds good.
It was, but yeah. How's that lemonade with tequila?
I didn't put the tequila in yet. I was thinking about going to smoke.
You're gonna smoke? Did you get cigarettes for tonight?
I did, only a few. I've been doing okay, but I'm like, dude, I can smoke.
Hold on a second. There's like the noises are so crazy. I feel like like crows are chasing the hawk. Crazy.
The crows are chasing the hawk. Don't open a door.
No, they're like in the woods and stuff, but like, man, that hawk was like pacing me out today, and like I'm like, this is wild America, motherfuckers. Like, he was on my ass. He did not like, because I have a perfect spot I can sit, and if the babies like move into a certain spot in the nest, it's like a clear view. My camera's not great, but I can get a decent picture. And that bird was like, oh, bitch. And it kept like, it's really windy, so it kept like going through the forest, like right above me. And then I walked to driveways, which is more out in the open. And like, it was just sitting there on like the thermal, just watching me and yelling at me and shit. And I was like, dude, I don't want to hurt your babies. Like, I just like looking at stuff. That's all.
Have you ever seen that movie, The Birds?
From the like old Alfred Hitchcock one?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, that movie freaked me out. My friend got attacked by birds behind our house back here.
What kind of birds?
I think they were just like little blackbirds. They like swarmed around her. This is one of the freakiest things I've ever seen. And I had already seen that movie.
Right, you're like, oh shit, it's happening.
Oh my god, like I was 13, I thought my friend was about to get pecked to death right before my eyes.
Nice. What a great. Then I'm like, yeah, if that hawk came down and like swiped me, I mean, it can hurt me. It's pretty big, but then I'm like, but I can still take it. I could take a fucking hawk if I need to. Like, I'll punch the fuck. I'll hold that motherfucker down and just punch it right in its face if it comes after me. I don't care. Like, this is survival of the fittest, motherfucker. You aggressed on me, okay? Like. And I'm still mad about the hawks up at the other house in the suburb. The hawks up there ate the cat. So I'm like still pissed at those hawks. So I'm like, I got no hard feelings if I need to punch a motherfucking hawk at all. I will do it. I'm fine with it.
Oh my god, I can't stand how many kittens are up for adoption around.
Oh, I know.
Like I send Adam pictures almost every day. Cats up for adoption. It's killing me.
I know. It's like, what's wrong with baby? But actually, I'm going to wait till we move Sarah down here, and then we'll get a kitten for down here, because it's such a big house that it's like, there can be 2 cats. There's no problem. Like, it's not a problem. And they want to build a like outdoor thing for them, and I'm so excited because Sarah, my house is a tri-level, the other house, and so she has like this whole like track. She runs like around the kitchen, under the table, up the stairs, then back, and then around. Like, so I'm so excited for her to like run here where it's even bigger, and she could have like she could just run for hours and hours, and hopefully there'll be like actual mice. There are more mice here, so I'm excited for her to like get to hunt if there's a mouse.
Yeah. I need to figure out the basement where like a lot of our cat boxes are. I just need to figure out a whole new cat box situation on that.
Can we do it? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I have to throw stuff away. I have to let it go. No.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard. We have our litter box. We just did a cat door through the wall because the garage is attached to the house on the one side. So we put a cat door out there and then built this little enclosure. So it's all outside where she pisses. It's in the garage at least. And then we just clean it from out there, and it's got like a flap on it and stuff. And I'm like, just nice when you can figure it out and get it out of the house. And you can get more cats, in my opinion. That's my plan. That's what we're figuring out down here, how we're going to do it now. And how we're going to do the dog. And I want to get a big dog too when we're down here more. I'm like, yeah, we are getting a puppy.
Oh.
Not a puppy, but like a 6-month-old rescue puppy. That's a bigger dog.
I don't know. Do it again. I want to hate that we can't just like go places for a weekend.
Yeah. Well,
I'm gonna have to go outside.
you're gonna have a what?
I need to go outside.
Why?
He's cooking.
You crying?
No, Adam's cooking.
Oh.
I don't mean that in a bad way. He's making burgers in the house.
Oh. Hey, Adam.
What's up, yo?
Look at we're in the wife beater central, man.
Wait for the videos off.
My gosh. Ooh, those burgers look good.
Oh yeah, you're gonna eat a burger? That's gonna be good.
Later I will.
I bought some. Been buying. Look at how cool you look with your cigarettes. Cigarettes are cool. I don't care what anybody says. It looks cool. Okay, like.
Oh my God, my mom would be yelling at me right. You'd be like, "Don't let the cigarette hang out of your mouth. You look trashy, Alice."
We already discussed that. We're trashy.
Oh, I didn't bring a lighter out here.
Oh shit.
I'm so stupid. Down. I had to move everything around in here the way I had it set up because people came over. And the way I had it set up before was like right in the middle of the room.
Got it? You got your lighter now?
No, I'm trying to set this up. That's not gonna work. It's nice out here now.
Oh, good.
Oh my god.
Oh, I started a Discord. Do you do Discord? I'm trying my hardest. It's hard.
That's where I learned all the shit that the kids are into and hip to these days.
On Discord?
Yeah.
Okay, so you know your way around it?
Not really. I just knew how to get into my daughter's. And yeah, kids are pretty
Oh,
interesting.
to like watch her and stuff?
Yeah, I made her get rid of that though. There was just like a lot of it was like the groups that she was in was like kids talking about like I don't know, like the games like Fortnite, Minecraft, Amongst Us, and then like an anime group. But then there was just like some like weird people on there that I don't think were really kids.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, no, you got to get rid of that. And we made her stop talking to one of her friends.
Hey, sorry, like, I understand it sucks. And when you're an adult, you can talk to whoever the hell you want to, but while you're under our roof,
Yeah, I mean, I felt bad, but yeah, the girl was just definitely I mean, you could tell my daughter was kind of uncomfortable, like with stuff that she would bring up. It was just, yeah. And I met her mom once, and her mom was all like, oh, you know, kids know what not to look at and blah, blah, blah. And then, like, I went through her daughter's stuff on Discord, and I'm like, oh, I mean, you should probably look at your kid's phone. But I don't get parents that don't like. I get it. Like it is hard because there's parents that are like, "Well, I just want to get my kid a phone." Well, we don't have a landline. You know what I mean? Like, it costs us like another $30-$40 a month to have a landline.
right.
You know, so there's no pay phones everywhere. So if my daughter does go to the library, or if she does go to McDonald's with a friend, she has no way to call us. There's not pay phones everywhere. I want my kids to be able to talk on the phone with their friends, but I'm gonna look through that shit.
Yeah, simple as. You can adapt. Like, it was so much easier for our parents. All they had was like the home phone.
Yeah.
And I got in fucking trouble if a boy ever called me. If a boy called me, I would get in trouble. Like,
Are you serious?
oh yeah. It was so funny. Like,
yeah, my parents would be like irritated, but they weren't too bad about that. I wasn't supposed to date until I was 16.
right. Yeah, and I get it. I'm like, I get it. Who knows how I would, like, for the last 2 years, I always thought I'd be like pretty free parent, but I'm like, I don't know. Like, I would shelter the fuck out my kids just because I saw like and it wouldn't be like strict shelter, just more like we're gonna be in nature and learning nature and how to live and be, we're gonna like focus on that and sports, maybe. I don't know.
I'm a cool mom because I'll watch like some Netflix with my dog. She's like I noticed like she would start to get into like witchy stuff when she was like 9 or 10, you know. Now she's almost 12, and I'm like, dude, I was watching like Friday.
Is she too cool for you sometimes? Is she like too cool for mom?
Most of the time, yeah. It sucks.
That's all right though, because she'll be like, once she's an adult, you'll be friends and she'll love you and appreciate you.
Let's hope so.
We're gonna manifest it. We're manifesting it. Put it out there. What up, 1MA? Thanks for popping in. Oh, we already went over an hour. Time flies when you're having fun, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And I've had a little tequila and some marijuana.
I'm gonna bust that tequila in here in a minute. Pretty hot
Yeah,
out.
is it? Yeah, it's not. It's not too bad here, but I'm at the higher altitude. There's a nice breeze, so I did turn on the AC. There is AC here, but so my thing is though I hate having the windows open at night, but that would be like the best thing to do because it's so cool at night, you know. But it
Yeah.
scares me to have the window open. And like I'm like, who would even a bear? I'm scared of a bear like smelling me when I come through the screen, you know, and like and come in. I'm like, I don't want any. So, but I'm like, I'll if it's too hot, I can turn the AC on. Now it works. Everything works. Been fixing everything. Finally cracking. Cheers, constitutional carpenter. Then cheers. Where did I put it? Oh. Gotta finish up this pineapple juice to make my pussy taste good. Sounds so crass. That was so crass. I apologize. This is not made for kids. Too funny. Did you? Last night I was on with the Pew Pew Jew, everyone Chevalier, Huda Raymer. It was fun to talk to. We talked for like 2.5 hours.
Yeah, I had fun listening to that. I worked out during that, and I did a bunch of in the house.
He's fun to talk to. He's just a cool dude too. You know, I'm like, if an Orthodox Jew and me can get along, and like, you know, like, what the world is not as stupid as people make it. Like, it's just stupid people making it stupid. Just saying.
Yeah.
Like, fuckers, just stop being stupid. And like, you don't have to get along with everybody, but you don't have to confront and make things harder than it needs to be, rather than just voluntary disassociating or whatever. Like, people always got to make a problem. Is he bringing you a burger?
No, he just threw garbage out here.
Ah, I was hoping he'd bring you a burger. I
I
would
wanna-
watch you eat it.
She's not gonna eat a burger like on video like that. I mean,
What if I want to watch it?
I wouldn't even do that.
Although I like hotel pizzas, he like always starts his live streams. He's like eating stuff. He just says that I don't give a fuck. Attitude.
I usually don't either, but I wouldn't do that.
Well, because you know some creep out there is gonna be like, there's
Yeah.
so many creeps.
I eat while I'm drinking.
You don't like to eat while you're drinking? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Oh,
Like I'll eat and then I'll drink and then I'll finish drinking and then I'll eat.
okay.
I mean, sometimes I may like munch on some chips or something at a party, but yeah, I won't like sit down and eat a burger and then drink more. That would be.
If I'm just drinking, I'll definitely eat. But if I'm doing drugs and drinking, I'm not eating. Just happens that way. Just saying.
That was sadly really good.
That was that the last year of vodka. Oh, what's Hex doing? Hex is making some burgers tonight too.
Yeah, we're gonna have a Hex over.
Does he make good fried chicken? Hex, are you still listening? Do you make good fried chicken? I feel like he would. Like, he looks so cute. Like, in this picture of him making burgers in a cast iron skillet. So can you imagine him like just making some good fried chicken in a cast iron skillet? Like, he just could. Like, I just know it. He can.
My neighbor that I used to live next to, she made really good fried chicken. And then they'd always have that Puerto Rican rice. Good.
My old friend who's Jamaican, who's a judge now, and that's why we're not friends anymore. Okay, but like, you elitist fuck. She would make jerk chicken that was so good, and she would make coconut rice that was so good, and she had Jamaican patties, which are like kind of like another form of a pierogi or something, but it's Jamaican. It's like filled with beef. Oh, they're like dope pastry dough. Oh my god. I miss that so much, but not worth it. Although her husband reached out to me on Instagram, and I'm like, they were always weird and different, which I get. I'm in weird, different stuff, but like, he was super anti-government, and she was first a city county attorney, and then became a judge and stuff. And I'm like, And during COVID, like not putting up a fight, she'd be like, I'm a constitutional lawyer. And I'm like, well, what? You just gave away property rights of the fucking hotels in Denver and shit like that. Like, how? But she just wanted to be a judge. She just wants like, and I could tell like it was going that way. And no, but I'm like, I wonder, because they were in a house in the mountains, but she got her apartment downtown too. But sounds like he's up there and she's down there. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I say that as I'm sleeping separately from my partner, June, for like a couple nights a week. Hey, what do you do? Oh, sorry. Oh, hold on. I gotta take this call. Give me 1 second.
God told me we're out of cheese.
I didn't know.
Relax.
I'm sorry.
More sorry about making sure there wasn't a hole in there.
I was just trying to save you money. So you can just add seasoning for that. Well, it's a matter of finding the rice. Well, good rice. She's still not back yet. I did a lot of things too.
What?
Like what you use, like I think like Japanese and Chinese food.
We got out done on. Oh.
Well, here we go. I'm gonna try it out, honey. Tequila. I'm just gonna eat it now.
What in doubt? Eat again.
Well, one of the reasons I like that is it
It's so good when it hits your lips.
well, it's not like it's not a harsh liquor. It tastes so good.
Sorry, everybody. My sister just got a dog. That's their first dog. And it's a rescue mutt, and of course they had a hard first night. And I'm like, well, it's a new baby. You have a new baby, so have patience. I was just saying, that was my sister who they just got the dog, and they're not like naturally dog people, so they're like they had a hard first night because he came from the shelter. I'm like, you gotta have patience because this motherfucker was just shitting and pissing and eating all in the same spot. They don't know, and it's young, and there's a lot going on, and like just because I stopped in, and he was kind of like, he didn't growl at me, but I could tell he's just not comfortable yet. Like he's just getting comfortable. So I like brought a bunch of toys, and I'm like, yeah, just my sister's like, I was up all night, and he pooped in the cage, and I'm like, yeah, it's just get through he's got to learn a routine. He's like 5 months old, so they're getting him at a good time, and he's cute. I'm just like, you just gotta have patience for a little bit. And I'm like, she had babies, and she was very like clinical about like, okay, yeah, once I got them on a schedule, things were better. I'm like, yeah, once he gets used to you guys and the schedule and like, how things work, he'll calm it down. Like he'll be fine. It's a really cute dog, too.
Aww.
I know, it's like moving on kitties. Sorry we were gone so long. I was like, I know she needed support because she's not an animal person. So but I'm glad they did it. And I'm like, and if it doesn't work out, because like I said, he kind of growled at me, and I think he'd be fine. He was fine with the kids, obviously. So I'm like, I think he'll be fine. He's just not comfortable yet. He doesn't know what's going on. So
Right.
Like, give it a minute, and if it really doesn't work out, I know it sucks, but you take it back to the shelter and take, just it sucks.
I thought like with Savannah, I was like, oh my god, maybe I'm not a person, maybe I'm not the best thing for her. And it was hard, but now like I look at it like, man, like I was about to rehome her, and now I look at her like one of my greatest accomplishments.
And she's still fucking nuts, like, right?
I mean, she's a chocolate lab. I mean,
She's active.
yeah. I mean, but now, like, she's a much better dog. Like the other day, I don't know if one of the kids didn't shut the door all the way or what happened, but usually she's kind of laying near me when I'm cleaning and doing stuff in the kitchen, and I didn't hear her, and I'm like, oh my god, like, and I'm like looking for her, so I figured she was upstairs, and she wasn't, and then I saw the door was open, and I was like in this total panic, and I walk outside, and she's just sitting in the backyard.
Look, I just tagged you. I know it's on your phone, but look at someone just got a new kitty. Look at that. I tagged you in it, so when you can look on your phone, I'll see it. What the hell? Why does everyone else get all the kitties? What's up with this shit? Like,
I need to finish cleaning out the basement and figure out some different ideas. But like, we have a room that's going to be for the litter boxes, but it's just not ready yet. So I have a couple ideas of what we can do, but I got to get the basement cleaned out.
everything's work. Everything's work. And you're raising kids.
And homeschooling.
Yeah, it's a lot of work and money and shit. Like, world ain't free,
Well, it ain't. It ain't free at all. So I asked my friend the other day, and she's like 15 years younger than me, and she hangs out with people younger than me and older, like a little bit older, younger than her and a little bit older than her. So I asked her, I'm like, of all of like your friends and stuff and people around your age that you hang out with, would you say any of them are knowledgeable on politics and government? She's like laughing my ass off. No.
I know, we're nuts. We know too much. We're not supposed to know this much, but
it's like,
you have to.
Yeah.
Once you start knowing, you're like, I have to know everything, even though it's like it hurts my brain.
I asked her, I'm like, well, like, I was like, I don't know what to do to get younger people to listen. I was like, because when I was young, I was curious about that kind of stuff. And then now I'm old, so like I don't know what's gonna get younger people. And she's like, I mean, she's like, they need to make it stuff more interesting. They need to make more stuff that's gonna like really grab our attention and catch our eye. And I'm like I think Maj Touré's like that. And there was a really not that Reason video that just came out, but there was a video that came out that was kind of like, like talking about libertarianism. And I thought it was very eye catching, like, because I think, like, because people will be like, tell them to watch Ron Paul. And it's like, listen, dude, people in their 20s don't want to listen to Ron Paul. Like, they're gonna relate more to somebody like Maj, like, or Dave Smith. Like, they're gonna relate to people that just talk in a more laid back, relatable way. Like Ron Paul is not that Maj Touré and Dave Smith aren't, but Ron Paul, I mean, that's a very intelligent man. That's like he's really old,
Yes.
I mean, I love the man. Like, I mean, when I came across him, it was, like, whoa. But I just like, yeah, I don't know how you get younger people to see that stuff. But
Yeah, it's hard.
yeah,
Go ahead. I was gonna say, speaking of which, on Sunday for Golden Shower Sunday stream, whatever this Sunday is gonna be, Angela McCardle will be joining us. Me and Hex. So we're gonna chat with her a little bit.
Well,
we're gonna get you and Hex officially in the party, aren't we? I don't like it. No, listen, my whole thing is I think it's dumb, but like to meet people around you and have fun with people, at least for that part, it's been fun. And you don't have to you can just start hanging out with like Mises people or whatever. You don't have to you're just not voting on shit or whatever. It's just a good community. That's all. Yeah, and this is right when MA. And that's why I think, like, even for people who don't like Dave Smith, they can't deny he's good at getting his points across and talking to people in a normal way where it's like feels easy to talk to.
Yeah, like he's definitely right about that. And it's not a knock on Ron Paul, and I think he would understand what we're saying. Like, yeah, like when I was in my 20s and I started seeing stuff of Ron Paul, it's kind of like, whoa, like listen to this dude. And especially like I only grew up with like 3, 5, and 8. Like I didn't even have cable or anything. So when you start seeing people like that, I mean, but yeah, I like I'll be places and like sometimes I'll hear young people just say things like, well, they should do this or they should do that. And they're talking about the government, and I just want to jump in and be like, wait. But it's so much to explain to somebody that has no idea, that has lived in this mainstream narrative for their whole life. So like, what's that thing? Like, what's that? Like, what do you say to them to kind of look at it differently? And it's a hard thing to do. I can be articulate. I can be a very articulate person at times, but I just don't feel that I'm very articulate when it comes to that kind of stuff. Like, I'll just end up being like, don't you see that everything that goes wrong is because of the government?
That's why it's so hard to explain, because it's so simple. It's actually very simple. The state versus not. And like, when someone has never thought that, like, because it takes a lot. I mean, it takes a minute to get there, and then it's like a snowball effect, and you get to a certain point, but like red pilled or whatever, and it's like, how do you even start that thought? Because I remember I was hanging out with some girls, and one girl was a Bernie supporter at one point, and I was like, yeah, I'm just not cool with like anything the government says basically can, be taken at the end of a cop's gun to your head. Like they didn't even get it. They didn't even like get it, because they didn't argue it either, because they just didn't even get it. It's like,
yeah. I mean, like, I think there's definitely, like, there's people that you can see that, they're in that right mindset, like they're starting to question things, and you can kind of play off that. But people who live in this like mainstream narrative, it's just mind-boggling to me. Like, you know what I never thought about growing up? My mom and dad, especially my mom, she loved Elvis Presley. Like, I remember having to go to the Elvis Presley and Marilyn Monroe like art.
Precious.
Well, it was really, really, really cool. Like, it was really cool. And I was a fan of both of them by that point. But my mom was such a huge fan. But like my mom would always say stuff. She would be like, he was a weirdo though. That's how she would talk about Elvis. And she would be like, oh, he was a weirdo in life though. Like, like she would talk about how the way he treated Priscilla. She was like, oh, he was so bad to her, and he married her so young and stuff. Like, and so even though my parents loved movies, loved music, they didn't, like, I never looked to musicians or movie stars to be my idols. But a lot of kids do, and they can come from a nice home with two parents and go to church and they'll still be like, but Beyonce said, well, I guess now it would be like Cardi B said. I just showed my age. Do you know what I mean though? Like, does that make sense? Like,
No, I know.
but so many kids, like, they look up to it, and then but then sometimes you listen to their music and you're like, don't you like see, like, all this is because of the government that this happened. Like the reason that you see, so like, if you listen to a rap song, the reason you see a lot of your homies in jail is because a lot of them don't know gun law. They have no idea, and they're growing up in an environment that doesn't teach them that. And that's a lot of like what Maj Toure talks about, like when he saw how many young black men get arrested for just having a gun on them, but it wasn't a legal gun.
Right.
But they didn't have anything else, but because it's a gun, like yeah.
Maj never got back to me yet about getting him on the Sunday show, but whatever, Maj, it's cool. It's fine. I was like, because he posted something and I was like, check your spam folder just in case, because it sometimes goes to spam note. Which anyone can email me if anyone ever needs to email me. It's very simple. It's forestmommy1984 @gmail.com. Remember that. If you need to talk, if you need to do anything, the great generation.
And so
The
here.
great generation was right. The Beatles. You know what's sad though is I had like an experience with the Beatles just because I had one song that like I loved, and then I listened to all of it. But I don't like all the Beatles, but there's some Beatles songs I really love, like She's Leaving Home. But yeah, they must have done something. They did something to white bitches, that's for damn sure. The Beatles were like who fucked white bitches up, white American bitches up for the rest of the time.
You know what song I hate? Well, it's actually not a Beatles song. Be a John Lennon song, is Imagine.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like so many people love that song, and I mean, yeah, when I was younger, I'm like, yeah,
it's pretty. It's a pretty musical song, but
then when you listen to it, I was like, sounds like communism to me, bro.
right, or like I don't know. If you want to live a life where you don't have a god or whatever, then just live that life. Why does it always have to expand? What did you say?
Yeah, like I don't care what people do, and the religions would have no power if they weren't given power by government.
Right.
That's how religion ends up with power, is through government.
Well, and I feel like at least religion is people's voluntary, like they can at least voluntarily associate with a religion, right? And be in, even if it's political or whatever. But the government we can't voluntarily associate from. They fucking, Oh, there's a kitty cat. Hey, kitty cat. Behind you.
Where? Oh.
Other side. He's He's like licking his back. Ah, 1MA loves cats. 1MA, I got my Twitter. I got in finally. It just let me in. It finally let me in. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I might lose it. Like everybody's losing it. Like what the hell? Come on, Elon. What the hell?
Yeah, what's going on with that? Didn't they have a meeting today?
Yeah, today or yesterday. Yeah, it was with all the Twitter employees. Yeah, 1MA has like 4 cats. We were trying to do, he works a lot. We gotta try and do Kitty Tuesday along with Titty Tuesday. Like, we got past, that was 1MA's idea, is Kitty Tuesday. So we gotta keep it alive. I can post a picture of my cat. Like, that's no problem. I love to see the tail. I want a gray cat again. They're so cute.
Oh my god, she's such a little sweetie.
I just want one that's more of a, like mine is sweet. Like if I go sleep on the couch or if I like fall asleep on the couch, she'll lay by me. But that's it. That's like the only time she's nice. Like, okay, whatever, bitch.
No, she's a sweet girl.
Yeah, totally not floppy for no reason.
This is true. Oops.
Go.
But the boomers allowed so much boot. Yeah, the boomers really, they could have taken a turn for the better, and the boomers kind of failed. I think the boomers failed. Their parents failed them a little bit too by spoiling them, but. And then
Reagan was really bad with that stuff.
who? What?
Ronald Reagan.
Oh yeah.
He was all, this is the country, law and order, and he was all.
Damn, look at that. I'm looking pretty good. I mean, look at that. I'm like, I haven't been working out lately, but I'm holding it together. Well, one shot isn't here. He's in Mexico. But whatever. He likes when I flex my muscles.
Oh, so beautiful.
What, Mexico?
Yeah, I'm not gonna go there though. I ain't leaving the country ever.
Mexico was the furthest I ever went, either Puerto Vallarta or like the Cancun side, Riviera Maya. But now I'm like, I'm not taking it. You still have to take a fucking test to get back, I'm pretty sure. And I'm like, I'm not fucking doing that. I'm not fucking doing that. Like, fuck off.
Yeah, and plus, like, I watch too many crime shows, and like, I just no.
You have to like either stay on your resort and hope it's good. The one I stayed in Riviera Maya is good, and the other one is actually my parents gave us a trip of like literally like right before COVID. They're like, yeah, we'll pay because they have a timeshare. They're like, yeah, you can go down for a week, and that was gonna be like that part was free. We were just gonna pay for airfare, and it was like, and then COVID happened, and I was like, like fuck, of course. So I'm like, I still hold y'all to it. Like we still have that trip to cash in, but nobody's been down there since all that shit happened. So it's like.
Yeah,
I don't know.
and plus, like, I don't ever want. Like, I got arrested in another state before, and that was awful.
Ooh, you're a bad girl.
Yeah,
Just a little. It was a bad girl.
terrifying. That was cool.
What state was it?
South Dakota. It's not
Oh, what were you doing up there?
it was when. Hang on, let me show this. So I took a like this trip, 3-week trip cross country when I was in my 20s with my friend. Like we just traveled. We stayed in Vegas for a good amount of time with my sister, and then when we were coming back, we were like, "Well, let's go see Mount Rushmore." That was the stupidest stupidest ever. But yeah, like it was just pop, and yeah, they like fought over that shit. Oh well, and there was a little bit of hash, and then hash is a felony there.
Oh no.
Oh, weird. But yeah, it's awful. Those cops were just, ugh. And then the poor, like, it's so weird there because it was in this really tiny town of Deadwood, South Dakota. And there's like a small jail where they keep like people that are in for like a few years. And then I guess up there's the like lifers. So I went where the people that were just in jail for like a few years. And that's one of the things though that kind of like triggered me to be like, man, like our justice system is really fucked up here. But yeah, like these women had like just this tiny area of concrete wall with barbed wire above, and they got to walk outside for a half hour a day, and the rest of the time they were just kept in there.
Ugh, no, thank you.
And like none of them had like horrible charges, you know. And it was just, I mean, it was a fucked up situation. But yeah, when the COVID thing happened, people are all like, South Dakota's a free state, and I'm like, dude, they're just staying open so they can pay their fucking cops.
It's true. In South Dakota, they're still bad on the pot laws, aren't they? In South Dakota.
Yeah, because I can't remember the percentage, but the majority of South Dakota people voted to legalize pot, and that Governor Noem vetoed it. She said no.
Bullshit. It's fine. Out here in Colorado, it's been fucking fine. Like,
Yeah, it's decriminalized here, but you wouldn't know it like in my town. Like that's all they try and do here. I have like I got the chubby lovey cat attacking my hand right now for
the big orange one. Really, so cute.
Yeah. He's like, what the hell? Pay attention to me.
Aww. Where's my dog at? I don't know where the dog is. He can jump on the bed I stay down here. So he's like, oh my god, look at that kitty. Oh, and he loves it so much. He loves it. Look at his little. Oh, he's gonna kiss you. What a sweetie pie. Like that's just giving me dopamine hit like crazy.
He's so cute.
Like my cat, no, she like if I pick her up and hold her, she's pushing away from me. She like doesn't hate it, but she's always pushing away. Like I'll set her down, she doesn't run away, but she's like, no, I don't like being picked up. No thanks. And I'm like, I don't care. Sorry.
Our other orange cat is like really lovable, but he doesn't like to be like picked up and held and squeezed like that. But he's been like getting up in our bed and being all lovey with me. So I was like hugging him and kissing him, and he's like, ugh. You're gonna get up in my bed.
Get in my face.
You're gonna get some kisses. It's happening.
Sorry, it's non-consensual, baby. This is assault, and I don't care.
Now he's rubbing on the toes. Yeah, I so want more kittens, man. It's so bad.
Well, they're just so cute, and that my cat was the only animal I've had since a very tiny. She was the only tiny baby I've ever had. So I'm like, I want to do that again. I like it.
Yeah, you gotta do it again. Tiny baby, look at that.
No.
Baby. I mean, we've adopted older cats too, but I told my husband after Shooter died, I'm like, when we go to the shelter, we're just looking at kittens because like I can't adopt like a cat that's gonna die soon or in a few years right now. Like I need like I'm not a cat, and maybe one day I'll do that again, adopt an older cat, a senior cat or something, but I'm not ready for that right now.
No, we need baby.
Yeah, I need fresh little baby.
So this house is funny because it's actually a lot closer to where my baby cat came from, my Sarah, because she was born in a barn, and it was like as the crow flies, it's only like 3 miles from here. And I'm like, gee, and then we'll bring her back. And they found more kittens. They have found more kittens in their barn, and they even like her mother cat. They caught, spayed, released. You know, she was pretty feral, the mom, and then there's 3 kittens, and then another black kitten showed up. And I think she's had another kitten show up too. So, like, I mean, just every 6 months, there's like another kitten. I'm like,
Kittens at this house.
it's what? What did you say?
Maybe you'll find some kittens at this house.
I should put like cat food out and shit just in case. I did find a dumped cat here 20 years ago, but yeah, it's.
You find a litter, mail some to me.
I'll drive them to you. I'll drive it out there.
We're like, oh my god, I just found kitties.
Sorry.
It never happens to me. Well,
I know.
we found a cat once outside, and like sometimes we joke, we're like, we should have kept her and taken in the other crazy cat we had, but that would have been so mean. But I thought she was a kitten, but it ended up she was 10 years old.
Oh, damn.
She was just so teeny tiny. We've been out there for so long that I was like, oh my god. But she was the sweetest cat. Like, I thought she was a big rat at first. She's just like
Oh.
yard, just in a ball laying there. So I thought it was a rat, and it's kind of rainy and it's cold outside, and I kind of got a little closer and I saw her face, and I'm like, oh my god, it's a cat. So I picked her up, and she just like was like, oh, like, so I knew like something wasn't right. So I took her in the house and I bathed her and gave her some flea stuff.
Better.
Yeah. But yeah, when we took her in, when we took her to the shelter to surrender her, and they were looking at her, like the nurse or whatever looked at her teeth, and she's like, yeah, she's about 10 years old. And we were like, what?
It's just a whittle.
Yeah, she was such a tiny cat, man. But yeah, we kept her. She was so sweet. Ugh, it'll never happen to me again. One time at this house, one of our cats, like our like kind of indoor outdoor cats, just walk into the house with kittens that it found, and it was a boy cat.
In fact, it just brought a boy kitten in with it.
It was just like it brought in one, and I was like, holy, like okay, and then it went back. Well, one of them died.
Oh. Well, he tried. He tried to save him.
I was like, but who knows? Like, did you steal those from a?
He's like, this single ass mother bitch over here. She can't raise these kittens. I'm bringing them to the people to take care of something like that. Oh God.
Other than that, that's like it's never happened to me. So I don't know. We might go to this. There's this one shelter I want to go to that we got that gray cat that was in here, but the dogs are some like most of the other shelters we go to. The dogs and the cats are separated, but in this shelter, when you're looking at the cats, there's the row of dogs, and I cannot be seeing like all these dogs in there too. Like that's just gonna be too much.
Yeah, you're like, I can only look at cats.
Like especially like when they have like the old senior dogs in there.
I know. It's like I just want to make the rest of your life good. Like,
Yeah, I don't need to do that. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to get the kittens. I'm not excited to set up for them, is what it is. And I'm hoping to take some more feral cats too.
Why not? They're good for mice and rat eradication. Especially if they're fixed.
Yeah, our one feral cat came around the one day, and I gave him some food. He ate. He hasn't been back sick since, and I'm like, you guys are starting to kind of suck at your job.
Yeah, but that's a trifling hoe, man. Like, user.
Yeah, the one cat decides to be an indoor cat, and the other two cats are like obviously getting fed all around the neighborhood here.
Sure. I would too if I was a fucking cat. Wouldn't you? I'm like, I go to everyone's fucking house.
They are not doing their job. We have like mice in the garage and stuff. Now, when I was little, I loved to find mice. Like I would catch them. Yeah.
And then now we're like, it's kind of gross.
They poop everywhere. They like, yeah, get into stuff. Yeah, no, not good on the mice thing. And the cats are like, you know, it works because you give cats like kind of a place to live that are feral. and you don't have chemicals all around to kill the mice.
Yeah, that's what my dad did out here. Is he would have like poison around here, and I'm like, okay, do you understand that's bad for the chain of animals? Like, it's I understand why you keep mice out of the house. So like we dump all the poison out, and I'm like, we're not doing that. We're not, because there's owls and hawks and everything around here. I'm like, we're gonna
And
have
problem.
what?
I don't think mice will be a problem.
Well, no, yeah, I'm like,
Like-
we don't need to put the poison out. It's fine.
And
In Wisconsin, at the Wisconsin house, though, there's mice like those because they're in like a wooded forest, like a leafy wooded forest, and it's like there's a mice fucking problem there. So.
yeah, that's what we live by. Like, well, they've built some stuff back there now, but yeah, like behind us, it's mostly just woods and leafy stuff, and yeah, you get tons of mice around here.
Yeah, they love that shit, and they're like, "Ooh, a house! I'm gonna go in there."
We get bugs around here.
Do you have mosquitoes bad in your backyard?
And like we spray it, and like I put natural stuff down to help with some of the bugs. And we've tried using, like, when we're sitting out there, like using natural bug spray, and it does not seem to work as good as that off shit. I've tried so many different ones, like ones that you make.
Yeah, with essential oils and stuff.
Yeah, and it's my friend used to like make stuff like that, and me and her tried it, and we were just still getting bit up. Like, so yeah, I just spray a little off on me, and if we're
No judgment. No judgment.
yeah, I mean, and it's
You
miserable.
have to. You have to. Like in Wisconsin, yeah, you got like they always go for the ankles. Do the mosquitoes go for your ankles?
Yeah,
Like every fucking time there'll be this huge like mosquito bite on my ankle. And then like it'll be funny if I fly home here and then for the next like 4 days I have all these bites on my ankles that are like happened out there, but I'm here and I'm like itching my ankles like crazy. So it's like beat that shit. Whatever you need to use. I don't judge. Like I put it all on. I don't care. Because I don't. You wear long sleeves too, right? Like try to.
I haven't given up on like a more natural spray, but and like we'll like spray, like I'll spray like the lawn chairs a little bit with off, if I know that I'm going to be sitting out there that night, I'll like spray it a little bit, and that helps too. But yeah, once they all bite your ankles, it's just freaking miserable. Ugh.
Yeah. They're buzzing in your ears. It's like, ugh.
Yeah, we have these different bugs that I was seeing the past couple of days. And I am not that I ever really like bugs, but I am not feeling these bugs. Like they just like sit right in front of your
Like gnats or what? Like are they little?
bigger. They're like bigger, like black bugs, and their wings are all flapping all fast. Cause like sometimes like lightning bugs will kind of linger or something, but not too. But lightning bugs don't really freak me out. They don't bite.
No, they're pretty cool. They're like at least cool.
Do you call them lightning bugs or fireflies out there?
I called it. Well, we don't have them much in Colorado, but in Chicago, I remember we called them lightning bugs. But you know what's really cool in Colorado? Because we have these like hot spring areas and geothermal areas, there's a handful of like pockets in the mountains where there are lightning bugs because it stays warm enough and like something's, I don't know, but like you can go at night and it feels like you're in a magical forest anyways because it's a nude hot springs and there's all these different pools on the mountain and like they're magical looking. So if you go at night and it's all quiet, you go in this one pool that's like a little bigger and then you look over and there's fireflies and you're on the side of a freaking mountain and it's like the coolest shit because there aren't fireflies here. Just how it is. But they are there at the magical fairy forest. Hey,
Yeah,
Carolina.
I love it when I'm in the backyard and you see the fireflies.
They're cool.
They're so pretty. And the kids love catching them and it keeps them busy for like quite a bit, actually. And once they catch some of them, they're like just sitting there looking at them. Good stuff. Got the doggy.
Lightning buzz. Are you good to keep going, or do you got to eat your burger? 'Cause you can't do it on film, according to your husband.
Well, then I won't drink and eat at the same time.
Oh, that's right.
Drinking do before she eats a burger, let me tell you.
I do not. Make me sound like a.
I'm the drunk of the family, don't worry.
What did you say? You're the drunk of the family? Is that what he said?
He said he's the drunk. I said you're making me sound like a drunk, and he said no, I'm the drunk of the family. He's like she's got way more drinking to do, and that's not true. It's just that like
So rude.
like when I do get off, like yeah, like I'll listen to some music and I'll drink like a little bit more, and then I'll have some water, and then I'll make my food, and then I'll find a movie. Apparently, we came back in on Saturday night and watched a movie.
Oh, you remember?
Adam's like, "You guys watched a movie?" And I was like, "Yeah." I was like, "I guess like let's move." I was like, "Okay." And yeah, I didn't remember calling you. Like I remember saying like we have to call first, mommy, and then I'm like, wait, like
you called twice because I didn't answer at first because I was spinning. And then you called. I'm like, all right, I gotta answer. I can get through one call.
oh yeah, Adam blames you that he got so drunk.
No, I don't blame anybody that I got so drunk. I said I was.
What did I do? What did I do? Oh shit!
No, she's next.
So we gotta call Force Mommy. We gotta call Force Mommy, and heck,
There.
I don't know what that means.
Hold on.
Oh, that was weird. She's gone.
I guess I'm cursed.
You cursed it.
I cursed. I don't remember.
I'm back.
Adam's like, I guess I cursed it and walked away. No, so I guess like so I remember like saying like we have to call Force Mommy and like wait to do a shot. So Adam did a shot, but I guess you didn't answer, and then so he did his shot, and then he ended up doing another shot because we were gonna call you again, and then he did call you. He poured another shot, so he's like, I did like 3 shots in 7 minutes, and I'm like, I don't even remember.
I love it.
And it was funny because like earlier in the night, he's like, "Funny, you should like slow down and drink some water." And I'm like, "Dude, my last 2 glasses were like."
Don't tell me what to do. Don't you tell me what to do.
I was drinking water. I was just not.
Oh my god.
Like I drink that much already, but that blueberry vodka, when you mix that blueberry vodka and lemonade, like it tastes so good. It's like you're just drinking
A fruity flavored drink.
a fruity drink on ice. So I have my like little fresh lemon in there and shit. So I'm like, this is great. So yeah, and then the next day I woke up and the only other person that was drinking that maybe had 2 shots out of it. And the next day I pulled a bottle out of the fridge. There's like this much left in it. Like I had a good time.
That's what it is.
That was fun though. I look forward to having Hex over again. And then I guess they're having like a Cleveland meetup.
Yeah, I said it on the 18th, so I think that's this weekend, right?
Yeah,
Are you going?
I'm gonna try. I'm hoping to at least, and even if it's just for like a few hours. Well, somebody
Or just show up. Show up, be like, hey, I'm Alice. Nice to meet you. I'm awesome. Like that.
Like at least get out for a little bit, connect with some people and stuff. But yeah, my husband always plans on being home at a certain time, and then it doesn't happen.
It's all good.
Oh my gosh.
I know we could keep going, but now I'm hungry, so I'm kind of want to eat food.
No,
Wait.
we did good though, like 2 hours.
Yeah.
I was thinking about like as long as we don't go past 10, like I'm good because 10 o'clock's like not
Yeah.
for me, for the kids. Well, sometimes it's bedtime for me too.
And sometimes if I want to get more faded too, like we can start earlier as well. So.
Okay.
All right. Thanks, everybody. Oh, so yeah, this Sunday on Golden Showers, Angela McCardle will be on. And next Thursday on our Scissor Me Timbers, episode 7, Monica Perez. Was it Monica Lewinsky? Monica Perez will be on. And then the Sunday following this Sunday, so I don't know what date that is, but hopefully Robbie might be on. Robbie the Fire, but we'll see. He's so busy, so. All right. Oh, I love everybody. Thanks everybody for watching. Love you, Alice. See you on the Twitter side. Cause I'm in Twitter. They didn't kick me off yet.